expansion of the religion and of the empire, within 50 years of the death of the Prophet, almost the whole of Africa, Central Asia, right from the Atlantic till the gates of India get Islamized. The Byzantine Empire, the Sassanid Empire, all of that. But do we realize that from the Arab invasion of Sindh in 712, it took 500 years, 5 centuries to establish the first Islamic Sultanate in India, the Delhi Sultanate. So for 500 years, our poor ancestors were pushing back, and the Arabs could not conquer beyond that narrow border of Sindh. And who were these people? It was people like Lalitaditya, it was Bappa Rawal of Mewad, it was Nagabhatta, it was Pulakeshin, it was Danti Durga, all names which don't strike a bell in any of our minds because we are not told that part of our past. So we are not a nation of losers. We've had our ancestors who've been constantly pushing back. There have been people from the state I come from, Karnataka. You had this lady called Rani Abbakka in a small little principality of Ullal in coastal Karnataka in Mangalore, and she manages to vanquish the Portuguese. The mighty Portuguese fleet in the middle of the night, using very rudimentary technology of the ammunition put into coconuts, ground coconuts, which was plentifully available in the coastal areas, that was scraped out in that the ammunition put, and in the middle of the night these hurled missiles burn an entire Portuguese fleet, and that news goes all the way to the Shah of Persia, and he is quite astonished to know who is this queen in this little principality of India who has managed to vanquish the Portuguese. Similarly, in Kerala, you had someone like Martanda Varma who managed to ensure that the Dutch East India Company was completely decimated. At that particular point of time in the 18th century, the Dutch East India Company was highly expansionist, one of the first to be listed in the global stock markets and stock exchanges, and their axis of power was stretching from almost Africa to Japan, and India coming in the middle. But there was a battle called the Battle of Kolachal, where Martanda Varma defeats the Dutch, and after that, their entire, colonial ambitions in India actually collapse. But in any other country, you would have Martanda Varma statues adorning every street square. Every child would know who Martanda Varma is. But perhaps today, even in Kerala, thanks to the Marxist virus also that abounds there, I'm sure not many people dare to know who this gentleman was. So there are numerous such examples. Rani Naiki Devi of Gujarat, a woman, Chalukyan, princess, who manages to defeat Muhammad Ghori. We always talk of Muhammad Ghazni came 17 times, Muhammad Ghori came so many times. What were we doing? Were we just sitting as, lame ducks, waiting for the next invader to come and plunder and loot and murder all of us? Naiki Devi destroys and defeats Muhammad Ghori in a battle called the Battle of Kasarhada, which was fought in 1176. And so, anguished is Ghori that, he is defeated by a woman that he never turns towards Gujarat again. So there are numerous such, tales of valor. And I'm not talking here of empty jingoism, chest beating and saying, Mera Bharat Mahan, everything about the past is great. No, there were mistakes we made too. And that is why we were colonized. But I think at the same time, a holistic view of what history needs to be. I think unless that is provided to all of us, having that self-respect, having that confidence to move forward to 2047, I don't think that will be possible.